Every candidate has mentioned the need to sort of decrease income inequality, and you mentioned that that you would like to see wages as well as aggressive policies towards increasing upward mobility. And while the minimum wage and earned sick time are critical to those pieces, they're not sort of aggressive policies to do those things. So, what do you envision as something the governor could do to sort of move those policies?
Well, minimum wage is minimal, and I think we'd be higher than $11, but I certainly support the $11 minimum wage, and I'd aim for living wages as the long-term goal here, with sick time benefits and unemployment. This is not just moral politics or policy, this is smart, because the money circulates. I visited a restaurateur in Sudbury, was it? Pizza, was it Sudbury? Jamie, you introduced me. Is a Brazilian, Brazilian immigrant who started pizza parlors, and I didn't know what I'd need. Jamie introduced me to him. We sat together. I said, "What do you think of the minimum wage?" He said, "Oh, we need it." He said, "You see, if I pay my worker minimum wage or higher, she takes that dollar down the street to that store, and then they spend it there, and then they send someone here, and they come and order a pizza." I mean, that's an economist. He understands what happens, and the data support that, so we should definitely be going there. Anyone that works 40 or 50 or 60 hours a week should be able to make ends meet. That's the kind of Commonwealth we need. In terms of job growth, I'm all for it. One of the things there's a big myth that has been perpetrated in this country. We need to stop the myth. And that's the win-lose myth. In order for someone to do well, someone else has to do poorly. That is dead wrong. It's not right. And that pizza parlor owner knows it. So it does not help business when someone ends up in prison at $42,000 a year instead of in mental health services. It does not help business when a youngster can't read. It doesn't help business when someone's poor, because that poor person can't be an employee and can't be a customer. It doesn't make any sense. And so we need to craft that collective understanding in our Commonwealth that we can really help each other by helping each other. I think also the strategy for growing jobs is key, and the progressive movement needs to own a strategy for growing jobs, and it is strong communities. It's schools that are better aligned with the needs of a workforce, so that we're training people who really can get jobs. It means you need to be supporting investment in innovations for private sector entrepreneurs. I was at the Greentown Labs in Somerville the other day for $600,000 of public investment, city and state. Greentown Labs has 40 companies incubating that have so far raised $42 million of capital, and they're going to spin off and make jobs. We need a sensible place for work for businesses. Simplifying regulations ought to be a progressive agenda. Nonsense regulations don't help anybody. And bringing healthcare costs down is important. Businesses say they need healthcare costs down to stay in the state. And the last is, this should be the best place to be a worker. It means a high level of minimum wage. It means earned sick time. It means security in your job. It means unemployment transitions. And it means fair treatment of undocumented workers in this Commonwealth who are being ripped off in an underground economy that takes advantage of them and connect them. We need to stop it. Let's make it the best place to work. And it also helps jobs be created.